Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Let's Connect. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. At the moment, the whole world is doomed with the corona pandemic. We all are getting instructions from everywhere to stay home and stay safe, not to have social interactions, not to have any events happening. But how do we keep up with this situation and how do we keep our positive energy going? Let's see some of our busy bodies around the world keeping up with this situation. Today we have a guest, our favorite playback singer, Vijay Yesudas, joining us in Let's Connect. Welcome to Let's Connect in M4TV, Vijay.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me. Big hi to everybody in Australia and all over the world. എല്ലാവർക്കും
How are you,
നമസ്കാരം.
Vijay? How are you keeping up with this situation?
Keeping up, staying indoors, staying in the house,
Yes.
and then just somehow staying busy. Thanks to the internet and WhatsApp and Instagram, just keeping in touch with people, keeping in touch with family all around the world, keeping in touch with even Appa and Amma who are in the US. And stuff like that. I have Korea groups, WhatsApp groups where like cricket group on the
Okay.
almost every evening we get on Zoom or something to work out on my terrace. So I'm gonna trying to stay fit and exercise also. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഓരോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ.
Okay. When you say workout, do you use sort of working out in online using online platform?
Proper working out. Through Zoom, we all work out together.
Okay.
My Chennai in the Chennai cricket group called Madras All Stars. Most of us who are actors and singers and directors and music directors, all alike. It's pretty much a celebrity cricket group that we have.
Okay.
The same thing we have in Cochin also. Same thing, Nacha. We have the same thing in Cochin called Celebrity Cricket Club C3. So in that, Kunjaka Bobbin and Uni Mukundan, Asif Ali, all of the main stars and singers from the Malayalam industry are also there. So, but over here, the Chennai group, we keep chatting every day, almost every night. Around 9 o'clock, we come together on Zoom, just chat and just have a good laugh. But before that, around 5 o'clock in the evening, they get together. I just joined in about a few days ago. I did about 2 days of workout with them. With the kids, a lot of my time goes with the kids. So, sometimes I'm not able to join them, but it's still fun. It still keeps you busy.
Yes.
So, stuff like
That's
that.
very good. So, are you sort of taking up any challenge, like something you have been doing or you wanting to do for a long time? Are you planning to do anything like that in this time?
In this time, the most difficult thing is not having work, and for us singers and musicians, all alike, without any concerts and without any recordings, an income is zero. So it's not like this. It's more like this. So with that, it's difficult, but the one way that maybe we can stay in touch with people is through online platforms. And so finally, I have decided to launch my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And maybe coming week, I'll probably end up doing an Instagram live or Facebook live or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of it. The whole latency and all that stuff, just like standing in front of an audience and getting their response instantly is totally different from being online and singing for millions maybe, but you don't get the instant response, and you got to, your focus goes into reading their comments, and it's not the easiest thing to do. So, but then I thought I should, connect with the audience a little more through my YouTube channel, and so I'm planning to launch it maybe tomorrow on April 5th.
Wow.
So that's
How
I
are you
have
going to
a
launch
company
it?
called
You can't have
Just
a big function or
just a
anything,
normal
isn't it?
launch.
So
No
what's
function,
the
no
special?
function. Just gonna put a time on Instagram and Facebook and then launch it. I was supposed to do it on my birthday,
Okay,
uh, but that was just the day before India went on lockdown,
okay,
and so things got a little tight, and I couldn't plan it out and do it properly. So I'm just getting things ready for tomorrow. Probably by
okay,
tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon,
okay.
um, I'll be launching it.
All right. So shall we wish you a very, very happy birthday on this occasion?
Belated, yeah, very, very belated.
Very, very
Thank you so
belated,
much.
but still,
Thank you,
wish you a very, very happy birthday. So apart
thank
from,
you so much.
linking with or connecting with your friends, have you sort of doing things inside the house, like helping out or doing any, cooking, etc.?
Yeah, I love making breakfast, especially for myself.
Okay,
So my daughter Amaya also likes making like pancakes and French toast
okay,
and baking and all that stuff. So um, you know, when I had initially the first 2 days, 3 days, done some different things on and posted it on Instagram. A dear friend of mine, Rakesh Brahmanandan, who's a singer, he kind of posted a letter from the collector in in Cochin, saying that make sure you save your don't overuse your ingredients and waste it on luxurious items and stuff like that. So
yes.
then I told Amaya and I told myself, okay, roll it a little bit. We'll just bake on the weekends and make one item on the weekends, and whatever the cook she makes, we'll have like put whether it's Indian food or if anything maybe French toast, which only requires some milk and egg and bread. And
Okay.
even bread is difficult to get nowadays. By the time we go to the store, which is the only thing I get out for, in the last 15 days, that's only twice I've gone out for groceries and stuff like that. Because we've told our driver to stay home with his family, and so I'm the one who's going around. So when I go, I'm fully covered up in my mask and gloves, and I make sure that I don't bring back anything. I try as much as possible, and so when I go out, I just buy whatever is needed, and trying to control the expense as well.
So with,
When we say about controlling expense, people laugh. Why do you need to, or rather, what issues do you have? But right now, we don't know how long this is going to go for. This is going to go for maybe another 10 days, maybe another month or two
that's true.
months. Uh, even if the lockdown is lifted, the events that are going to start up after that it's going to take about 2 months at least. So, to be able to hold on till then, I don't know. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, absolutely right. So Vijay, I have a question about, like, in your entire career, like, have you come across like a situation where you really got a positivity or positive vibe coming from somewhere or someone that you are so pumped to do something, you want to share it to our viewers?
What do we? There are so many instances where where I'm feeling down about myself, or rather my situation, in whatever way, and that's relative. That is very relative to different people and different levels. For me, it's my problem. For a laborer who works like today, a few days ago, I had a person bringing the gas cylinder, and he's full of smiles. He's got his mask on, he's got his sanitizer in his pocket, and he's pushing around a cart, and still delivering all the gas cylinders to all the houses so that we can cook and eat and stay well. So if he can stay so positive about that, I posted it on my Instagram. So if he can stay positive about that and still work, um, that we are being inside our house and staying safe and secure, I think we can be a little more thing when it comes to this situation, what I'm talking about. But otherwise, in my career, I've always seen, my friends, my colleagues especially, talk about how I've always been lucky with all the songs that I've gotten, and so many hits that, and all these music directors giving me the best of songs. But there was about 8 years in my first 8 years in Malayalam, till Kolakuril, till MJ Chandran, like a song in Malayalam that gave me a big break and gave me a Kerala State Award and all this stuff.
Okay.
Until that happened, I was struggling in Malayalam too. So it's relative to everybody, right? So it's about getting inspired. And at that time, the one person who always knew, or rather maybe not knew, but always kept telling me, you keep working on your craft, and you keep working on your talent, and whatever you deserve will come to you.
Yes. So true. So you have acted in movies as well, Vijay, like one in 2005 and one in 2018. Is that true?
No, 2005, well, 2000, I think it was 2008 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That was
Yeah.
just a cameo. That was just a cameo in Malayalam called Avan,
Yeah.
with Bala as a lead. I was just playing a singer's character. Um, അത് ശരിക്കും ആക്ട് ചെയ്തു എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാം. I'm sorry, I'm speaking in Malayalam again, but I can't really say I acted in the movie. It was just a very small cameo. Um,
But you
um,
acted in Tamil
and
movies, right?
but Tamil was probably the big break.
Yes.
As an actor, rather, again I wouldn't say an actor because I was in a good film, a big film with Dhanush and Balaji Mohan as a director, and it was a big film. So to be the main villain in that was a big plus, and that kind of put me into a open platform to get more offers in Tamil. And the next film that I did was Padai Veeran, which was Mani Ratnam's associate, Dana. He was the director of that film, and so that was a lead character that I did, Padai Veeran. And that was a different experience. One whole year went in shooting for that, on and
Yeah.
off. Been another year of graphics and editing and all that stuff that happened for that movie, and then it finally released 2 years ago in February. Um,
Okay.
uh, and I've recently signed on a film, and we were shooting just before the lockdown happened. We were shooting, and we were almost through all the recce parts. All the scenes. We were just finishing up when this happened. We wrapped up for a few days break to go
Okay.
for song shoot, and then this happened. So
All right.
that film is actually going to be a multilingual film. It's called Salmon. It's in 3D. It's kind of a horror thriller, and whatnot. And that is being made in Tamil. Will be dubbed in Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, Punjabi, Marathi, and probably, I don't know, maybe in English as well. So
Okay. That's great. Looking forward to
yeah,
that, Vijay. So,
thank you.
how do you describe this current situation in one word?
One word is too difficult.
Too difficult.
I think in one word, if you want to talk about what the human race is facing, I think I'd say I might get a lot of hate for this, but I think I'd say deserving, um, because we pushed this planet and nature in the name of you know development and technology and advancement and whatever else you want to call it. We push nature, push every part of nature and this world to the brink of it. And either this is like a kind of a naturally born pandemic, or somebody with a good mind and good heart somewhere, um, kind of created it or whatever. I don't know that, it's a big thing to talk about, but I'm just saying either way, one good thing came out of it. is that we're all at home or inside, and there's less pollution out there, and a lot of nature is breathing a lot more than it be able to. Um, and and I think that's the big plus over here that we need to look at. And I think when we come out of this, I think us will learn a lot of things about ourselves, about other people. And like just few weeks ago, before this, I never used to talk to, on video call or even on the phone with a lot of people. And now a lot of people are on video calls together.
Yep.
They're connecting more. They have laughs. They're talking, even without seeing each other in person.
Yep.
When you're in person, maybe you don't have time to gather up everywhere and meet everybody at one time, but in a way, you're able to do that now. Um, and you're doing that by, like the carbon print of flights going all around the world come down, so much. So I think somewhere for nature, at least for nature, it's a huge positivity. And I think for us, it's a learning curve that we kind of humbled, and we have to kind of understand that this earth belongs not just to us. So I think I just look at it in that way.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think even Earth needs a bit of break, isn't it? We all are trying to torture the nature.
I wonder if this 10 days or 15 days will be enough to save it, but the earth is stronger than we all think. So I think this will surely help.
Yes. So we all need a break, even though it's not looking that great. I think even the Earth needs a break. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. So, Vijay, one hobby that you want to pick up in this quiet time?
Um, I've started. I've just started kind of learning to guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to get in touch with a friend who's an amazing guitarist. Um, if he can teach me, I've asked him if he can teach me and my daughter Amaya.
Okay.
So that's one thing I want to pick up, if anything. And yeah, I mean nothing. For the first time, I've always been able to cook stuff for myself, but then and I dosha and all that stuff with the marble already ready and all that stuff, but with the batter already ready. But recently, one of the days I made, I can't say again that the batter was ready, but I made appam on my own. So
Oh, wow.
so I'm on my own, meaning just to pour it on the thing, a pan, and but that requires a little bit of a thing. So I enjoyed doing that. So
Okay.
slowly, maybe I'll learn a few more dishes, hopefully by the end of this lockdown.
Oh, by the look of it, you are really enjoying your homestay for the time being, isn't it?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say enjoying handling these two kids, 24/7, is one thing. But I'm trying to, we have a terrace here, so from there the sunset is a nice view
Mm-hmm.
onto the horizon. So I take them up some of the evenings to see the sunset and just sit
Okay.
up there and just relax. And so, like, I'm just trying to make them also see some of those, some of those things. During Earth Hour last Saturday,
Yep.
um, we're just sitting in the balcony with all the lights turned off and everything, and they were sitting there and they were listening, and there was no car, bikes, no horns, and so they could hear the birds chirping, and
Yes.
they could hear people talk from the other building, and so they were like quite intrigued by that, so they were quite
Mm-hmm.
amused by that. So it's good to experience all these small
Yeah.
things.
It's good to listen to the nature and actually listen to the people around you and, like just paying attention to
Maybe it's not a
yourself.
good thing. Maybe it's not a good thing to listen to your neighbors, but when they speak so loud,
Yeah, your own
and you
people
can't
inside
hear,
the house, maybe.
you can't really make out what they're saying, but still you can hear their voice, voices or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So Vijay, do you have any plans like when you are in your quiet time, you can actually think through and oh maybe I can do something like that, you know, or I can start a new project or something like that. Maybe new ideas can pop up in your head. Do you think?
Yeah, I was talking to Stephen Davisi the other day on video call on my birthday. He had called,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was asking him about the YouTube and the live and all that stuff. He's done a lot of live like that, and so I was asking him about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him that I had an idea. I'm kind of making it public. I hope uh, it's okay, but I had an idea that I play the piano a little bit, uh,
Mm-hmm.
not to the extent of Stephen or anything like that. But so when I play and sit and play at the piano, it's just random stuff that comes to me, and I compose a few tunes like that. So I thought, why not from the scratch, as I'm playing, I will record the video and post it on my YouTube
Okay.
and kind of compose a song, and people whoever have watched it on YouTube or whatever, send it out to some of my lyricist friends as well, writer friends as well. And whoever writes nice lyrics and sends it to me, I will put the lyrics into it. And then I will send it out to other musicians to program it in their home and send it back to me.
Okay.
And maybe come out with a single through that. So actually, from scratch to releasing the song, I will do it in front of, or rather, I would do it with the help of everybody, maybe. So something
Okay.
like that.
Wow. Wonderful. So
Yeah, I don't know
do
if
you
it'll
have
work out.
anything?
Let's hope.
Sorry.
No, no, I don't know if it'll work out. Let's hope it does.
Yeah, but it's always good to think positive and look forward to more and more challenging things, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What do you like to talk to our viewers like in terms of um, not to go depressed and be happy in this situation? Do you have anything to offer?
I think one thing we all need to understand is that we don't have control over this right now, and
Mhm.
the only way we have control over this is by staying put, staying in our home, keeping ourselves, sanitized, clean, and whatnot. Being very careful with that, sanitizer. Never use the sanitizer and go into your kitchen to cook.
Yes.
That's very dangerous. And don't overuse your sanitizer. Just washing your hands is more than enough.
Yeah.
Initially, first few days, my son was, kind of using this liquid, the sanitizing, not exactly sanitizer, it was like a different, thing. And I said, I kind of moved it away from him, and I made him use the water and soap, because too much usage of that also might not be good for
Yes.
your skin. So I mean, and then so it's not in our control. So what we can do is just sit home, maybe read books that we put aside, watch movies that we put aside, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Watching a lot of movies, catching up on a lot of old and new movies that I have not seen.
Okay.
Trying, I've gone back to my Blu-ray collection and my DVD collection, in a way, because you know my kids, they have two iPads, and their mother has another computer that she's working from home, and so all the Wi-Fi is being used up with them. So I'm trying to use as less possible as Wi-Fi as possible.
Okay.
Um, and so I'm just using, like, and then I just watch the movies on my PS4, and kind of play a few video games, and then now and stuff like that. So just trying to stay busy with different things.
Okay. So Vijay, your mom and dad, our favorite, Dasetan, is in US right now. How does he describe the situation in US right now?
Uh, I mean, for him, he's always homebound, unless he's touring and
Mhm.
recording and going for functions and stuff like that. So otherwise, he is full time at home, sitting on his table with his
Mhm.
books, classical books, Carnatic books, and all that stuff. So he's
Okay.
okay as far as that's concerned. But then and then again, the same thing, he's always been that person who's taught us that when something happens, it happens for a reason, and you just cannot control it. You just do what you have to do to help it, if anything,
Yep,
or to make it better. And that's all we can do,
that's
and
right.
that's what he's doing as well. So with his, he's 80 now, so him and my mother, 68, both of them have to just stay put and stay at home there with my brother and wife.
Okay.
Um, so they're safe. They're safe in at home there.
Yep.
It's cold there, so it's they don't like the cold that much. But usually at this time they're not there. Usually they're here.
Okay.
Almost a concert that usually happens on March 31st in Fort Cochin for the last 66 years continuously. Um, that's broken now for the first time this year.
Yep.
Even Chembei, where he sings every year, everything has been broken. Even the Kachiri season was actually didn't happen. Um, so things like that, make you wonder, but sometimes you just cannot help it. So you just have to look at the positive side of it and
Yep.
just move ahead.
Do you mind singing a song for our viewers, Vijay?
So okay, you said I can't speak in Malayalam or Tamil for that matter. I guess I'll do a few lines of Hindi and I'll do a few lines of Tamil and I'll do a few lines of Malayalam then.
That'll be really great.
English, not prepared. So
No, not
I
an
probably,
issue.
if I were to do English, I probably have to do something like a Frank
Music is
Sinatra because he's
universal,
one of my.
isn't it? So in any language, it
Yeah.
would be
So I'll
good.
sing. I'll start with Hindi. I'll start with Hindi.
Okay.
Just a few lines of this new song that it's not new, but I heard it recently and I really love the song.
Okay.
It's by Arjit Singh and music by Preetham from the film Kalank.
Okay.
हवाओं में बहेंगे, घटाओं में रहेंगे, तू भर का मेरी मैं तेरा बादल पिया, जो तेरे ना हुए तो किसी का न रहेंगे, दीवानी तू मेरी मैं तेरा पागल पिया, हजारों में किसी को तकदीर ऐसी मिली है एक रांझा और हीर जैसी, न जाने ये जमाना क्यों चाहे रे निठाना, कल मेरी इश्क है काजल पिया, कलंक नहीं इश्क है काजल पिया, पिया पिया रे.
Hi. Beautiful song, Vijay. Thank you for singing.
Thank you, thank you. I'll do one Tamil as well.
Okay.
I'll do one Tamil and Malayalam as well.
Okay. No
Let's see
issues.
what Malayalam I can Tamil I can do. Mm, this song, one of my most popular songs in not just Malayalam, but it spread over to Tamil and Hindi even. Korchaka I had audience from the north responding to the song as well, and then it got remade in Telugu as well.
Okay.
Um, uh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So it got remade in Telugu as well. So I'll start with the Telugu version of this, and then you will know which song it is. So
Okay.
తెల్లవారితే కనురెప్పల తలిమెల చిరు చప్పుడు నువ్వే పలమారితే నీ మనసుకి అది నా పొరపాటే నీ పేరే పలకడమే పెదవుల కలవాటే వెన్నెలలా ఉంటుందే నీ పక్కన చోటే వేకువలా చూస్తుందే నువ్వు నడిచిన బాటే ప్రాణాలే తీస్తుంది నీ ఊహలతోటే నా మనసే నీదయ్యే వినదే నా మాటే ఎవరే ఎవరే ప్రేమను మాయం ఎవరే ఈ హాయికి హృదయము చాలంది മലരേ നിന്നെ കാണാതിരുന്നാൽ മിഴിവേകിയ നിറമെല്ലാം മായുന്ന പോലെ അലിവോടെൻ അരികത്തിന്നണയാതിരുന്നാൽ അഴകേകിയ കനവെല്ലാം അകലുന്ന പോലെ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ആത്മാവിനാഴത്തിനുള്ളിൽ അതിലോലമാരോരും അറിയാതെ സൂക്ഷിച്ച രാഗങ്ങൾ താളങ്ങൾ ഈണങ്ങളായി ഓരോരോ വർണ്ണങ്ങളായി ഇടറുന്നൊരെൻ്റെ ഇടനെഞ്ചിനുള്ളിൽ പ്രണയത്തിൻ മഴയായി പൊഴിയും നീ നാളിൽ തളരുന്നൊരെൻ്റെ തനുതോറും നിന്റെ അലതല്ലും പ്രണയത്താൽ ഉണരും മലരേ അഴകേ അഴകേ തീർത്തൊരു ശിലയഴകേ മലരേ എന്നുയിരിൽ വിടരും പനിമലരേ.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Vijay, for connecting with us today and giving us such an inspirational time to our viewers as well. We wish you all the best from M4TV. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, and to all the viewers all over the world, all over in Australia, are all safe and stay home and be good to each other. At this time, I think all of us coming together with a lot of love and peace is the most important thing. So let's come together as one. Thank you
Thank you.
and take care.
Thank you.